The following is a 24 Hours podcast.
What sucked me into the world of intelligence originally, I guess, was I've been a long time fan of the espionage genre. And that probably started with seeing The Third Man, an Orson Welles film that was, it was a fantastic story about penicillin being smuggled into Germany and sold off somebody. And early experiences like that, the Bond stuff. So I started reading about espionage stuff when I was a very young kid, and when I sort of looked up and the CBC asked me, so what would you like to develop to eventually replace DaVinci when it goes off air? I started looking into that world because I thought there was something really intensely intriguing, and the espionage genre had not been exploited in television.
I think we need to step up security a little bit. And if that means we got to pay more money for intelligence, then we pay more money.
You know, police like to see themselves on television and represented like anybody else does. So when you get an opportunity to talk to them and make the thing more accurate, people, a lot of the law enforcement loves DaVinci because it was accurate. They really love intelligence because it acknowledges the complexity and really how it goes. Some of the biggest fans of intelligence are cops who are saying, glad somebody's telling it like it is.
They know a lot more about us than we know about them, I can tell you that.
That's the guy we want.
I know some agents over there, I wouldn't trust them to go for coffee and get it right. They burn people.
I think that there was a regime change at CBC, is that I was under the regime of Slako Klimku, who supported, brought DaVinci's, nurtured along and supported it, was in the development of it. And so I think there was old regime versus new regime. You'll see that at any studio. And but finally, I think that, and I think there was a little bit of personal politics there between the head of the CBC and myself, not seeing things in the same eye. And the schedule is much more American influenced than it has been to date, and I'm a very outspoken Canadian nationalist in terms of that. So I think there was some political differences there. So, but that's it. We're moving on. I mean, the fact is there was some hope that. And there's still faint hope that we might have somebody, a Canadian network, come in and fill in the piece that the CBC is, but I think it's that time has passed. And so I've sold a version of the show to Fox. All I've heard so far is how good they find the cast. So a lot of praise out of America for what we're doing.
It's a new world with new rules, which is, there are no rules.
Vancouver.24hours.ca